Oh, yeah, that's a point. I could do that, can't I? While I'm messing around. How did I do that yesterday? Now. Oh my God, I've done that so quick. Hey, how quick did I do that? You're going to have to bear with me with my vibe. You're going to be hearing that all night. Be like Darth Vader. I am your father. Yeah, that's the link anyway. Is there anyone on yet? Is that one person there, or is that me? Is that a friend or foe? Hi Angela, how you doing this evening? If we get enough people come on, we're going to have a personality test. We'll probably all fail and go to the nut house. How long do you normally let people come on? I don't know. Do you have minutes or 10 minutes? What? What's the time anyway? 8 o'clock. Yeah, I was meant to come on at 8 or 9 when I... And here I am. Here I am. If you're still here in 5 minutes, Angela, can you remind me I've got something in the oven? Please. I've given you a task already. To the left, to the right. Yeah, we don't want to catch the bun. You know, I was in the kitchen a minute ago, and I could hear this scuffling about. I've looked out the window, and there's a rat running along a rope on my boat. A rat running along a rope on my boat, straight past the window. It's just wrong, isn't it? I know I like living out in the sticks, but I don't expect them all over my boat. What? Or how long is the 5 minutes? 5 minutes, please. Yeah, because I'll just forget, and then it'll all go wrong. I've only pumpkin seeds, but I don't want to burn them. I do a little concoction. I let them all cool down, and I put some dried fruit in, like that. You get a little dry fruit bag, don't you? And today I've got walnuts as well, like crushed walnuts, and it's a nice little combination. It's a nice little, you know, when you have nibbles on the side. Yeah, I normally put some sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, dried fruit, and crushed Brazil nuts or something like that. But I've got walnuts this time. Banana and walnuts. I've never tried that. That's a really strange combination. How did you find out? Banana and walnuts. I can feel it though. I'm feeling. I like walnuts anyway, and I do like a banana. So yeah, but I've never tried that. People come out with some really strange foods that, like, combinations they put together, like Marmite and cheese on toast and stuff. I just got a lovely cup of tea. Just made myself a lovely cup of tea. We can't have a personality test if there's only me and you on here, really, can we? There must be some shit going down. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't remember at first, but yeah, I do. It's terrible, aren't I? How you doing anyway? How's Harry, your little doggy, and your little cat? There could well be someone else live, but they're fed up with all the shouting and screaming over each other. I started this channel last night, Angela. And it went all right last night for the first time. You can actually come on the. I'm very advanced. Got on last night, didn't you? I heard tonight. Well, if a few more people ain't coming on, I'm not standing all night, because this personality test is all right. It's got 25 questions. I didn't hear what you said because Harry was. I asked how Harry was and the cat and the dog. And you, of course. I've already said that. I've been up trees today, chopping down branches. Dangerous branches. Really dangerous. Big, long, heavy branches. My mission was complete for the day. Yeah, they're good. I've just bought Tom a new bed. It's like a pole that goes from the floor to the ceiling, because I used to have like a little, it was kind of like a little town really for the cat. It had its little house in it and climbing stuff and all that. But when I moved here, it was so big. It was bigger than my furniture. So that just destroyed really, because I was taking it apart and stuff, trying to create something for her. So anyway, I've bought this pole. It's a long pole. It goes from the floor to the ceiling, and it's got shelves and that on it. But it's got a bed right at the top, so she's right out the dog's way. And she's all curled up at the top now. I've got rats running over my boat, and then I've got the cat in here, all curled up in a ball, snoring. Yeah. I'm not happy I saw. I'm wondering if it's because my neighbour keeps giving the birds food and that. She said she see the other day eating the birds' food in one of her trays, so she's modified it. But yeah. What do you do? What can you do? Anyway. Seems like one of your streams is having connections. Oh. Bad internet connection. I hope it's not all going skitties. No, it wasn't that big actually. No, it wasn't big. Nothing like the ones in London. I mean, it could have been mistaken for a mouse, but I think it was a rat. It's a bit fatter than a mouse. But if they keep it up, I'll chuck the cat out and let her go and have some lunch. Some fresh meat. All she does is brings them home half dead. Yeah. I should put some food out there really away. But then when that's gone, they'll be back anyway. I've got the bloody rabbits eating all my bushes. Bloody rats walking. It is cold out there though. My fire's doing overtime tonight. At least it's not cold in here now though. I've suffered that, so it's nice and well, it's not nice and warm. It's just about holding its own. But I have got the thickest dressing gown. I ask oh God, Naomi, bloody names, I forget what to call her. I asked Naomi where she got her dressing gowns from, because they look so thick. So off I marched with got myself some lovely bras, a lovely dressing gown, and a lovely fluff pair of slippers. And I'm all warm. And I haven't ruined them yet. So normally I'll go outside and everything gets ruined, but yes. Have you got anything planned for Christmas, Popsy? Hi Marie, how you doing? We're having a personality test tonight. Anyone's welcome. You don't have to talk on here. You don't have to tell me your answers or nothing. Basically, what it is, it's a test. There's 25 questions, and there's an A, B, and C answer. You have to write the number down, like 1 to 25, and then you put next to the number what your answer is, either A, B, or C. And then after we've done test, or whatever you want to call it, I tell you how many points each question is worth. And then you write all them points down to every 25 questions, and then you add them points up, and then I tell you all of the brackets what them points are in, and that will tell you like. Okay, I will explain it again, but I just thought I'll get that out there because, you know, people run out of words. Oh, with snooker on. I was playing pool today. I'm really enjoying it. I got it on I got it off the App Store, a game of pool. Yeah, you all need a pen and paper. Write from number 1 to 25, and then you'll just put an A and a B, A, B, or a C next to it. And then leave a little gap next to that so that you can put the amount that the letter is worth. I'll tell you how the letter's worth after you've put all your answers, and then you add them up. So you might need a calculator. You won't need a calculator. But it will actually tell you your person. On the phone. You don't need to be on the phone. You just be where you are. If you can hear me, you can write, unless you're talking about your, yeah. I don't want to get involved. But you don't need to talk or go through all the different sections, how many, what your points come up to. Say like you got, at the end of it, you got 20 points. There's a part of it that's got 20 points, and then I will tell you what is through the amount of points you've got. It's not going to be big numbers. It's only use your fingers. You can use your fingers. It's just give it a little bit longer, and we'll see how many people come on. But yeah, you'll have to bear with me because I can't stand reading. I'm terrible at reading, but I'm willing to sacrifice myself for your entertainment, just to get us all away depressed, and you'll be depressed after the quiz. Did you remind me about the oven, Popsy? Did you? Don't tell me it ain't 5 minutes yet, because it's more 12 minutes. I'll be back in this. Let me just go and put fire out in the kitchen. Thank you. Yeah, they're done. Sorted. The oven. Right, we'll get started, all right then. Right, you have to bear with me because my reading is absolutely crap. Right. This one's called Are You Tidy? There's a little bit of writing here. I'm going to read that first before we get going with the... I don't keep stuttering, Jesus. Right. It might seem personal to ask how clean you think you are, but it's a fair question. As with other... Oh, I learned that. Wow, how cool is that? People like to think that they possesses cleanliness, right, and delight in speculating on others who don't. I was once getting off a plane from Chicago that had just landed in London when one of my American acquaintances, oh, that's a big word, observed that he couldn't wait to get into hot shower. Another member of our group observed, don't hold your breath in this town, buddy. Try the following test to see if you can claim to be clean. You're drying. Oh, right, hang on. Right, I'll just say something before I start reading these questions. No one has to know the answers to anything. It's your personal thing, right? So be honest as you can, because you will not fit in the right bracket if you're sick of it. No one's going to know your answers, only you. So right, here we go. Question 1. You're drying the dish has not been properly washed. Do you? Right, and there's 3 answers and you've got to answer one of them. Right, A, put it back in the pile to be washed. B, wipe off the dirt with the cloth you're using for drying. C, give it a, what's that say? Cursory. Give it a cursory wipe and pass it as done. Right, did you get that? I just made your own quiz on Paris because you... Thank you. Stop writing long sentences. Right. Question number 2. See, this is going to take a while because it's 25. Right. You take your dog and it decides to relieve itself right in the middle of the footpath. Do you? A, leave the mess where it lies. B, drag the car so that the path isn't fouled. C, produce ever-ready poop scoop and clean up the mess yourself. That could probably include... Do you what? No, do you what? No, you've got to write it down. You've got to write A, B, or C. Do you get me, Marie? You've got to write 25 numbers down, and then you've got to put A, B, or C next to the question. And then I tell you how many points you get for each question after, and then you add the points up. What did you go for in the first one? No, look, I can't ask me. I'm not part of this because I'm perfect. So that's unfair to you, okay? With your answers. All right. I'm perfect. I've already done this and I'm perfect. So right. Question number 3. You come home very late from a party and are so tired that you just want to go to bed. Do you? A. Get straight into bed without washing. B. Force yourself to go through the whole bathroom even though you're desperate to get some sleep. C. Give yourself a quick promise to do a thorough job in the morning. You're not supposed to give your answers on here, Maria. You're supposed to write them down. You want to be able to work out your hygiene if you're going to put. Oh my God! More again! Don't do this to me. It'll be all night. Oh my God! Start again, Marie, so you can catch up. This could end up taking a week to do, getting people coming on and saying, can you start again? Have you got a pen? You haven't got one of them houses, have you, that you can ever find in? Are you ready, Marie? That would be a... Yeah. So if you've got a pen, and do you remember the answers? Well, they're in the chat. But do you know if they was at A, B, or C? Because you need to write a letter next to each question. Right. Okay, sorry. Right. Number 4. Question number. You get up late for work and are faced with a rush to get there on time. Do you A. Wash thoroughly even though it means going without breakfast? B. Have a... Oh my God, what is that word? Okay. I don't know what it means, but I think you'll get the idea. Have a perfunctory splash and hope no one will notice. Or C, forget about washing, you just haven't the time. That was question 4. Oh, I'm just checking. Yeah, it ain't got to be secret, but it's your hygiene on there, because then people will work it out, won't they? Not that it's important. I mean, just keep it. How? It's up to you, because you'll be cheating yourself. You won't be cheating me, because you've got to add the score up, and at the end of it, I'm going to tell you all the what category you fall in with the answers that you've got, the amount of score you've got. Okay. Yes, for God's sake. Right, ready? We're on question 5, and you're ready. Okay. Right, you've been digging in the garden when your partner calls you in to eat. Do you A, rush straight to the table? Your hard work has given you. B, oh, for fuck's sake, why do they put these long words in there? meticulously. Hang on, no, this has got to be. Oh, right, yeah, I got it. Right, that's a weird word to say, isn't it? Right, meticulously wash your hands. You just can't be too careful about infection. C, get the worst of the muck off and then go to eat. Right. Question 6. Having been for a walk in the country, you come home and tread mud over the carpet. Do you A, it, someone will clear it up eventually. B, rush to get some stain remover. Second effort to remove the worst of it, then give up before it's all gone. Lazy bastard. Right. Question 7. You notice that the car hasn't been cleaned for some time and do you A, take the earliest opportunity to take it to the car wash? B, it will only get dirty again soon. C, bribe the kids to clean it. Remember, you've got to be honest with yourself. It's not about me or trying to impress people, because there's a twist to this. Right. Question 8. One of your kids comes to the dinner table with dirty fingernails. Do you tell Grobnob? Right. Do you A, ignore it? Kids always look like that. B, suggest that in future it would be better to wash before me. Send the offender directly to the bedroom with instructions to clean them. Oh, sorry, the bathroom. In bedroom. What did I say? Bedroom. Yeah, let me send the offender directly to the bathroom with instructions to clean them. Right then. You are about to go to an important appointment when you notice that your shoe. Do you? Hang on, someone's asking something. Nothing to show, but he's not writing anything down. Right, let's do that again. Question 9. You are about to go to an important appointment when you notice that your shoes need cleaning. Do you A, rub them? Oh God, what is this word? Where does all this language come from? Furtively. I don't know what that says. Furtively. With your handkerchief. I'm sorry, I don't know what that was. I'll spell it. Furtively. Furtively. Right, rub them for whatever with just to that though, don't you? That's A. Right, B, ignore it. Who's going to look at your shoes anyway? C, take time to clean them before you go. Definitely. It's not definitely. Oh, what? Definitely be messy, but oh, I see. Oh, right, sorry, I'm getting involved now. Right, question 10. The water company digs up the main house, and for a week you can only get enough water to drink. Do you arrange with a neighbour to take showers or her? Right. B, don't worry, it's a bit like a camping holiday. C, reserve a little of the precious drinking water and use it to keep as clean as you can. Oh, hi, Paddy. We're doing a bit of a quiz, but you've missed the beginning of it. Oh, was that muscular? Muscular. Hi, muscular. Oh, it's muscular mouse. Is that one of the mouse family? Yeah, you're welcome in there. I've done 10, didn't I? Right. Question 11. You're doing a bit of home decorating. Do you cover the furniture very carefully to make sure it doesn't get paint on it? B, cover it as best you can, but never manage to protect it entirely. C, don't bother much. You'll probably be spots off later. Are we keeping up? 12. Donuts. Do you A, lick the sugar from your fingers with great relish? Fucking right and all. Wash your hands meticulously when you've finished eating. C, wipe your hands on your handkerchief. How do people use a handkerchief these days? Right. Question 13. Right. Would you ever use your own handkerchief to wipe your child's nose? A, never. B, sometimes if there wasn't anything else handy. C, why not? There's nothing wrong with it. Right, number 14. Would you share a comb with someone else? A, ugh. B, if I had C, sure. What's the problem? Keep up, people. Right, number 15. In a restaurant, you spot the waiter Falkins and return to the table. Do you A, report him to the manager? B, ignore it. You hate to make a scene. C, resolve to write for newspapers restaurant review section. Oh my god. Yeah. Right. Where was it? Question 16, isn't it? Right. To the dentist chair with your mouth full of tubes. You notice his assistant pick up a piece of equipment from the floor and hand it to him. To you. A, leap from the chair, spilling tubes in all directions to protest. B, lie quietly and let it happen. What can you do with a mouthful of metal? C, not think twice about it. A little dirt never hurts anyone. You just got to pick one of the answers that are here, because all up and stuff after Paddy, and then it gives you your personality. That's what this is. Right, number 17. A local restaurant gets prosecuted for poor hygiene. Do you A, resolve never to go there again? B, decide that since they've been prosecuted, they must now run the safest place in town? C, decide to wait a bit and see whether your friends go again. Right, 18. A friend can't finish her meal and offers it to you. It's something you particularly like. Do you A. refuse but with the greatest regret? B. refuse politely but firmly. You could never eat leftovers. C. eat it with enthusiasm. Question 19. Right, could you wash in water that others have already used? A. yes, no problem. B. I'd rather die. C. Since if there was nothing better available. C. Would you drink from a public fountain? A. never. B. if you were really thirsty. C. you do it all the time. Question 21. Would you eat chicken with your fingers? A. yes, why not? B. no, that's gross. C. occasionally. We're getting there. We're going to get to the fun part in a minute. Right, question 22. Do you regularly disinfect areas of your house? A. when I remember. B. without fail. C. I seldom get round to it. You all right, Lils? You all right now? Right, 23. Go to some water, Lils. You all right? Yeah, cool. Little tail waggling, good. Right, question 23. Do you always wash your hands? A. sometimes, but I'm not usually that dirty. B. C. no, I don't see the need. Question 24. Would you refuse to keep a pet because you think they are A. no. B. I'd certainly think about it. C. yes. And the final question, number 25, is would you let your dog lick your face? A. yes, often. B. certainly not. C. sometimes it's hard to prevent. Right, now I'm gonna give you the amount of numbers that you have to put next to the answers. Right, each answer score the number of points indicated. Right, so I'm going to go through this a little bit quick, not too quick, but get ready. You've either got to put the number, whatever number I say, next to the letter that you've put. Right, so question 1, A is 3, B is 2, C is 1. You got the gist of that? Question 2, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. Question 3, or answer 3. Yeah, that sounds better. Answer 3. Right. A 1. What was that? Question A again for Angela. Right, well, I'll do that after, okay? Right. Answer 3. Right. A is 1, B is 3, C is 2. Answer number 4. A is 3, B is 2, C is 1. Answer number 5. A is 1, B is 3, C is 2. Answer number 6. A is 1, B is 3, 2. Answer number 7. A is 3, B is 2. Answer number 8. A is 1, B 2, C is 3. Answer number 9. A is 2, B is 1, C is 3. Answer number 10. A is 3, B is 1, C is 2. Okay, all right. Answer number 11. A is 3, B is 1. Answer number 12. A is 1, B is 3, C is 2. Answer number 13. A is 3, B is 2, C is 1. Answer number 14. A is 3, 2, C is 1. Answer number 15. A is 3, B is 1, is 2. I was perfect, Paddy. That's why I'm not playing. Answer number 16. A is 3, B is 2, 1. Answer number 17. A is 3, B is 1, C is. Answer number 18. A is 2, B is 3, C is 1. Answer number 19. A is 1, B is 3, C is 2. Answer number 20. A is 3, B is 2, C. Answer number 21. A is 1, B is 3, C is 2. Answer number 22 is 2, B is 3, C is 1. Answer number 23. A is 2, B is 3, C is 1. 24. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. Answer number 25. A is 1, B is 3, C is. Add all them points up while I go to number 8 again and ask that question for Popsy. Question number 8. Right. Number 8. One of your kids comes to the dinner table with dirty fingernails. Do you A. Ignore it? Kids always look like that. B. Suggest that in future to wash before meals. C. Send the offender to the bathroom with instructions to clean them. Right, and let me give you the answer to that. Number 8. Right, number 8 was A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. Just give you a minute to add all them up and then we're going to go through your scores. Right, let's read some of the comments. All that means is you are not a control freak. Is the current state of personality theory in psychology. There are currently 4 major theories of personality. How much faith do you put in? Well, the thing is, right, you don't be disingenuous to yourself, because having a top score is not always the best thing. So be honest with yourself, add your points up, and then we'll run through what the book says. Oh, that's not very nice, is it, Maria? Right at the end of it, you say that. You should have said it at the beginning. Mind you, how would you know? Anyone can come on if they want. Now I've done all that. I can't believe I read so much, and I thought I was quite fluent, really, considering I'm a bit of a spat. Oh, I shouldn't say that word, because I'm a mentally retarded. Or is that bad as well? I don't know. You got to watch what you say. Are we all ready? Oh, bless Paddy. That's what we like in here. Positive feedback. Positive feedback. If there's any negativity in it, it'll be me doing that. Right, let me have a little read of this to see what's the best order to do in. How would this work? I suppose it's going to go. Yeah, we're going to start with the most points. Okay. And let me just have a little puff, because I haven't had a puff for a little while. It's a vape, by the way, a vape. It's a vape. Did you feel that? That's blueberry. Did you feel that? Wish I had a bit of skunk. You know what I mean? Right. Okay. Here we go. Right. Thank you for that, Paddy. Right. This is for people that got 70 or more. Right. The maximum score is 75. If you score 70 or over, obviously very clean indeed. And an aggregate concern for hygiene is sometimes connected with, oh God, what is that? Neurotic, compulsive, and obsessive behavior. Okay, have you got that? Did anyone get over 70? Or you can admit that now. Right, 60s. Right, a score in the 60s would suggest a very active concern for hygiene, which, whilst laudable, laudable, laudable. I'm just going to say laudable. Might make you a little hard. Yeah, so sweet. Yeah, that's right. There's cues, isn't there, if you've got 75. Right, anyway, 60 is not much better. That's not the reason why I live on my own, no. It's nothing to do with my hygiene. Right, 50s. A score in the 50s suggests a more free and easy approach. You are certainly no slob, but on odd occasions and for good reason, you are willing to let matters slide just a bit. I like the sound of that one. I probably got 50 before. Yes, that's probably it. Yes. What lurable? It means someone lurable. Oh, right. Lurable. Oh, right. Why didn't they just say clap? Fuck's sake, Muppets. Right, 40s. If you scored in the 40s, you are really rather careless in matters of cleanliness. That can't be cleanliness. Cleanliness. Right. Though you are at least aware of what you ought to be doing. Oh my God, what's the 30s going to be like? Right. 30s or lower. All right. A score in the 30s or lower is too disgusting to contemplate. Right. A score of 30s or below is too disgusting to contemplate. How did we all do anyway? See, this is why I say you don't have to tell me your answers, because Paddy got any 50s, did he? Or am I reading that wrong? Maroney, your score around 50 means you are not a control freak. Oh, how cool is that? Are you not a control freak? You could stay here. Dog poo with my not but yeah. No, I wasn't. I was terrible at school. I don't even know what I got in my exam. I don't think I even took exams. I think I was in the GCSEs, and it just looked like a minefield to me. I didn't get none of it. Can you get a Z? I don't think I even hung around for the results, to be honest with you, because my last 2 years at school were terrible. But anyway, that was a decent little quiz, wasn't it? I've got loads more quizzes, but I'm going to just do one a night or one every other night or whatever when I come on. But that one now was called, just in case I end up coming up with it again and forgetting, Are You Tidy? But we've got all sorts here. I'll see if it's got it in the index, because there's probably some funny ones here. Right, here we go. Yeah, let's have a look at the introductory. Right, so we've got, are you in control? Oh my God, I should do that one on here, shouldn't I? With all the wall. Are you anxious? Are you optimistic? Are you intuitive? Are you an extrovert? Are you driven? Are you a schemer? Oh dear, that'd be an interesting one, wouldn't it, with some of the people on here? Not here, but I'm talking about in general. Are you a schemer? Didn't it say that before? Oh. Are you ambitious? Are you honest? Now that's a good one. Are you tenacious? Oh, I said the word right. Are you brave? Are you focused? Are you a thinker? Are you stable? Are you loyal? Are you ill? Are you timid? Are you evasive? Are you flexible? Are you tidy? Are you sunny? Are you religious? Are you happy? Are you practical? Are you thrifty? What's that? Thrifty. What the fuck does that mean? Thrifty. Thrifty. I don't know what that means. Can you enlighten us on that, Paddy? What does thrifty mean? Are you assertive? Are you arrogant? Oh, that's a good one. Are you charismatic? Oh, I like the way I worked that one out. Are you a conceptual thinker? It's sexual and not sensual. Conceptual thinker. Yeah. Are you in control? Can you defer gratification? Can you defer? That would be an interesting one. Are you determined? Are you an individualist? Are you inspired? Are you obsessive? I don't know what this other one. Literally quiz. I don't know what that means. Literary quiz. That's probably just insulted myself right there, that word, because it sounds a bit like it. Right. Oh, literary quiz. Right. Music quiz. Philosophy quiz. Science. Assess your vocabulary. Assess your verbal. Yeah. Oh, hang on, let me do that. Verbal reasoning. Do you have a creature? Oh, do you have a creative personality? Can you concentrate? That's a funny one, isn't it? Chinese roulette. I don't know what that's meant to mean, but that's what it says. Consequences. Heroes and villains. Oh, I bet that's a good one. Perfection. Hell. Statistics and glossary. They're just the end of the book. They're not a part of the whatever. Oh, I've even got the meanings of a lot of the words here. Actually, let's have a little go at this, right? I'm going to read the word out, and I want yous to write in the chat, unless you want to come on and talk, to give your version of events on that word, and then I'll read out what the answer is. Is that good? Does anyone want to come on? Because I you know, I'm going to put this in the thing in case you want to come on, but because I'm a badass. Oh look, copy. Oh, copy to clipboard. Oh, perhaps I've got to press that. That's copied to clipboard, isn't it? Can anyone tell me if that's copied to clipboard? Yeah, right in chat. But has that copied to clipboard? Because I just found a really easy way of doing that. I can't believe it. Have I got a clipboard? Oh, is that a hard question? Right, let's have a look at these words at the back. I'm going to ask you a word, and you've got to tell me what you think it means. Projection. Oh, got you there, haven't I? What's that? Oh, yeah, I got you there, haven't I? You didn't expect that one, did you? Projection. What do you think projection means? Yeah, but when I went on it, Paddy, it come up right, and I've been trying to do the word, but there's two little things next to it, and when I press that, it says copy to clipboard, and then it ticks. So it must have gone to clipboard. Is that correct? See, I could go like this. No, I can't. Let's put my finger on it, see what happens. Oh no. I was trying to show off there, but it's all gone wrong. Right. So if I right click on that, and then, oh god, I'm terrible, man. All right, let me do that again. I've got my own quiz going on here. All right, make it blue. Put my finger on it. Copy, and then I can put it in there. Don't keep doing that. Why is it not? You know, it's not like that. Right. Right. Right, Marie's put, don't get roped in with Shelley and the mouse crew because you're a nice person, really. That ain't the answer. That's not projection, Maria. Right, let's see what Paddy's put. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, people have told me about them. That they've made videos and stuff and whatever. Projection. Oh, shut up, Paddy. You taking the piss? so psychodynamic defense in which one projects one's feelings onto others. Right, is this an answer? Let me just read it first. It would be great if you could ring into. Oh, right, yeah, that's not an answer. Right, so Paddy's the only one that's answered that. Right, what the book says, oh, God, he's got a bloody long word like you've put. Yeah, you've put a different word. Psychological defense in which you attribute to other people the feelings or quality that you deplore or wish to disown in yourself. Does that make sense, Paddy? Yeah, that is actually, yeah, spot on. Well done, Paddy. That is, yeah. I don't even understand that, Maria. You're a bit more intelligent than I thought. So I can't even understand that. Right, let's have a look at another. Oh, this is a word we come across along on here. Narcissism. What's the meaning of narcissism? I drink my tea. It's really getting cold. Yeah, you did. You got that spot on. You didn't get over 75 in that last thing, did you? Right, narcissism. I hope you're not looking it up on Google. I didn't even think of that, actually. Right, what we got here? Narcissism refers to a perversive pattern of grower others. Pattern of. Have you spelled that wrong? Grow, or is that me? Grow others. Narcissism is an essential component of mature self-esteem and basic self-worth. You ever lived with a narcissist muscular mouse? You put, I've lived with a psychopathic. Right, let's have a look at what the answer is in narcissism. Feelings of self-love, which can be a source of self-esteem, or in brackets, if distorted. Okay, right. Aggregated self-importance and multi. What's that? I can't even say it, and I know what it says. Manipulative behaviour. So you got that right as well, Paddy. I'm finding it harder to read the bloody answers than I am to ask the long words. All right, let's go with something easy. Jealousy. Because sometimes words don't mean what we think they mean. But that's not a trick question. I was just saying that because I want to try and up my game and sound intelligent. Lily, can you give me a break from that vulgar noise, please? I can't stand dog licking. I can't stand it. It makes me cringe. I put up with it as long as I can, and I just have to interact. Because they don't act human. Is that your answer, or are we still talking about? Do you know what? It's a really weird one, right? I've kind of believed the group, right? And then when the words aliens and lizards, I really get the because I believed in that group until them words come out their mouths. A normal human feeling. Yeah? Is it? I didn't even look at the answer to that. Let's have a look. Because that's very straightforward. Feelings of hostility or hurt due to the exclusivity oh fuck off of others. Exclusivity. Feelings of hostility or hurt due to the exclusivity relationship between other people. That actually isn't the right answer. Normal human feeling. That's not. Jealousy is not a normal human feeling. I don't think. Well, I suppose is it normal jealousy? If you was brought up in a well balanced from a child to you as an adult, does that exist? Jealousy? I thought it only when you have issues yourself, but well, the book's told us what it means anyway. Yeah, I've got one here for you. Libido. Libido. That's definitely the right word, isn't it? Yeah, libido. What do you think libido? What we got here? Oh, hi. Are you exposing trolls? Good evening, all. Hi, Paris. Barrington. How are you? Welcome to this crazy. Well, actually, it's not crazy in here. This little corner of the internet. Don't start a row, Marie. Yeah, because if you think if you think that's normal, and then you must be jealous of something. Libido, the female side, normal sexual drive. Right, okay. Freud, I don't know what that means. According to Freud, the energy describes the will to live and is in the sexual drive. Same meat, different gravy. Yeah, this is a safe place, you know. I've been jealous in the past, so I obviously must have some sort of disorder. But I feel that it's you bounce off of people. Some people make you jealous and some don't. That's what I find. What else we got here that we can abnormal. Now there's one. Normal. What's your perception of abnormal? I'm just gonna mix my seeds up. I'll be 2 secs while you're working that one out. It's all about getting the combination right. What was the question? Abnormal, isn't it? Yeah, great. Right, here we go. Normal. No, it's abnormal. Abnormal. I did say abnormal, didn't I? Yes, abnormal. What is your perception of abnormal? So you're saying normal is astrological concept. It means $65 of people do it. $65. Is that meant to be percent? Yeah. Normal means 64% of people will do it. Oh, right. Yeah, but I'm saying abnormal. So is your answer going to be 36% don't do it? I want your definition of abnormal. And don't just say someone's name. Because we'll be on here all night. I'm just mixing my little concoction up, and I haven't washed my hands, but I'm a very clean person. The book told me. It actually looks really nice. I've got bits of walnut in it, sunflower seeds, and dried fruit. I like to I prefer like Brazil nuts or something like that, almonds, walnuts, and I thought, well, I'm going to try them. Abnormal means 36% will not do it. That's so abnormal is less than the norm. Yeah, but I was expecting you to explain what it means, not give me a percentage. Right, abnormal speaking, abnormal behavior is not just different. If should affect, why has it got if? If should affect both the sufferer and others in the following ways. Oh, bloody hell, it's got a list here. I didn't see that. I wouldn't have asked that question. Is it rare, unusual, or infrequent? In brackets, that is not necessarily characteristic of the person as her or she usually behaves or feels. Why have they put her or she? Why can't it be a him? It appeared. Oh, because that was one of the reasons. Oh, right, okay. He might turn up in a minute. It appears to be rooted in falsely perception or interpretation or I don't know what that says. This is fucking little words and all. Reality is that reality real oh whatever. Yeah, that word. Another one is it is socially unacceptable in ways that go beyond simple, rude, or inconsiderate. It causes distress both to the person and others. And also, there's another one. It is either self-defeating or dangerous. That's what abnormal means, okay? I think we should call it a night with this book because we're not interacting. We're just well, we are, but we're not. We was having conversations last night. Just have a look at a few more in case a nice one turns up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll do another quiz when I come on next time. What was that other one that was at the end? It seemed a bit. Assess your vocabulary. Oh my god. Oh, that'd probably be a good one to do that. Assess your. Let's just give you one here, for instance, right? This is number one. The word is pragmatic. Actually, I'll read the thing, what it's talking about first. Right, a large vocabulary has always been regarded as a sign not only of high intelligence, but also of the ability to gain power in useful ways. If you can juggle with verbal, you are likely to be able to handle ideas effectively and to others with ease. This test is designed to test your word power to the limit. Like the words are all quite difficult, but are all in regular use. We have avoided words that are acroic. I don't know what that says. AIC. ARCH. AIC. Archeek. Anyway. Or only used in dialect. See how many you get right. In each case, you must look at the first word in each group and find other words similar in meaning to it. Oh, so that's quite good, that one, isn't it, really? Let me see how they work out the answers on that. I'm going to have a lot of trouble reading them words out, I'm telling you, in that quiz. Oh, right, yeah, I'll get it, yeah. Oh, it's got a chart as well, what brackets you're in. It's probably a smart ass here somewhere. Hey, just checking. Muscular mouse. Having a bit of banter in the chat. Right, I'm gonna do the one word. Right, we're gonna do one word, and I'm gonna do the first one. I want to know what's similar to the word pragmatic. Okay, don't answer it because I'm going to give you an A, B, C, and a D. Right, practical. B, accurate. C, practical. D, civil. I'd say it was C. You want me to give the test? How many people in here? There's no one. There's only a couple of people in here. It's not even coming up on the Richter scale. It's a lot to go through. How many questions are there? There's 20. Oh my God. No, I'm not doing that one. We'll have to do that next time because there's actually 50. And then we've got to go through all the answers. I'm not doing that now. We could do that one next time. Assess your vocabulary. Right, so remember that, and then we'll do that next time. Statistics. It's quite interesting, this book, really. Bloody hell, need long answers. Hell. This game is the opposite of perfection. See page 376. Here you are asked to consider those things that you really hate in life. Once again, now that probably cause arguments in here because people use it against you. We don't want none of that shit in here. Perfection. This game can be played alone or with friends. It consists simply of choosing a perfect life for yourself. Below you will find a number of categories in it. In each one, you will be invited to consider what for you would constitute perfection. For this purpose, you may assume that none of the normal constraints apply. For example, you may choose as your perfect career to be a surgeon, even though you do not have the training. Or you may choose the life of a small theatre actor, even though you are aware that you could not manage on. Oh, that sounds a bit boring, that one. Might be alright. When we get desperate, we'll go to that one. Okay, well that's school's over, by the way. Okay, you done very well today. Go home and give yourself a sweetie. Of what? What one, Paddy? First 5 of what one? Because I did read 2 or 3 out there, didn't I? It wasn't the perfection one, was it? It was it was a music quiz, yeah. Okay, oh, well, let's go to the front. So I'll have a look at the front. It might out. Yes. Have you write it down? You can replace Paris. She. Oh, thanks, Paddy. I don't know what because you're talking about, Paddy. Because I read 2 or 3 out there, didn't I? And then I saw your comment now, and I forgot what one it was. Was it intelligence or something? Are you an extrovert? Are you intuitive? Is it? Are you optimistic? Are you anxious? Are you in control? How many questions on this? Have a little look. No, it's 25. Can't be asked with that. I've done a lot of reading. I end up getting wound up with myself because I'm so shit. I can't understand why I can't get past the level that I'm at. And yet you put some tools in. I don't know what it was. Oh, let me go and start my. What's the time? Yeah, I'm going to start my engine up because the thing is going to go back. But at least I can leave it on for half hour. Get in now. That little snack thing is quite nice. Right. Take some hormones, Paddy. Take some HRT. I was terrible before my other life. I just can't believe the confidence that I've got compared to what I had before. I wonder what that was, that question that you want me to ask the first 5. There was 50 questions, wasn't there? Or was that something else? Are you tidy? We went past that, didn't we? Are you religious? We're never going to go to that one. Are you happy? Are you healthy? Wasn't that? When I see it, oh no. Are you practical? No, it was something to do with words, wasn't it? What's the meaning of words? Yeah, that's right. What's that one? Yeah, that's practical. Practical, I'll probably be quite good at that, I reckon. Are you thrifty? Thrifty. I should have looked that up to see what that was, didn't I? Because that word come out earlier and I didn't know what it meant. Are you charismatic? Conceptual? What is it? Conceptual thinker. Come on, where's this fucking thing with these words? A tree from my friend today. Wow, I got quite high. Done a really good job and all. It's cold and all. Bloody cold out there today. What was that word there? It's a bit annoying, isn't it? Well, why are you taking part in it then, Paddy? It's just fun, isn't it? Oh, this is it. Oh, I found it. Assess your... So that's going to be a waste of time, is it then, Paddy? Have words changed over time? Right, I'm going to do the first call it a night with that. Right. You've got to write 1 to 5, obviously, and then you put the answers to it. But what you do is you put A, B, C, or D. Whatever words you think has same meaning as the question word, you put A, B, C. Right. The first one, pragmatic. A, B, accurate. C, practical. D, civil. You got that? Oh God, what is that word? Epicure. This is question number 2. Epicure. If that's how I'm saying, if I'm saying it right, it's EPIE. Epicure. Never heard of the word. Oh, I was right on them. Right, yeah. Question 2. Epicure. Right. A, philosopher. B, author. C, fraudster. D, gormant. Probably saying it wrong. Right. Question 3, or whatever you want to call it. Gradacious. A, degree. B, height. C, veracity. D, dexterity. Right, number 4. I shouldn't have done this one, shouldn't I? Right, hang on. Let's put my glasses on straight. It might get easier. Heterodox. Heterodox. A, rigid. Varied. Is that varied or varied? Varied. C, unfair. D, unconventional. Right, and number 5 is sabotage. Sabotage. Is that a word? SABBATIZE. Sabotage. Oh my God. A, ritualize. Yeah. B, confirm. C, bless. D, organize. Right. Let's see how many smart asses there are in the room. Right. Then the answers. Number 1 was C. Number 2 was D. Number 3 was A. Number 4 was D. And number 5 was A. How do we all feel about that? Spell again. Oh, bloody hell. I've just shut the fucking book. Oh, look at that. It's come right out on the page. What one was it you wanted me to smell again? Was it the sabotage? Sabotage. Oh, I've told you the answer now anyway. I'll tell you what, I'll give you another one. Number 6. Endemic. A. Popular. B. Native. C. Thoughtful. D. Final. Put your answers up, and then I'll tell you what the answer is. What was it? Ooh, we got a smart ass in the room. Well done, Paddy. It was native. Actually, I could just go through these randomly, you know. I ain't got to do them all. I'll look for a word I can read, and then see where we go, because you can actually put the answers up on the screen. Right. The word kith. It's Kith. Kith. What that is similar to that. Right, we've got. Excuse me, I'm just chewing something. It was a bit rude. Right, we've got A. Relatives. B. Friends. C. Knowledge. D. What is the answer to that one? Let me have a look at it. See what it is. Come on, Paddy. What's the answer to that? Kith. Kith. Relatives, friends, knowledge, or pill? That is A, B, C, or D. No, the word is Kith. Kith. And the answer, well, the words are, what is it similar to? A, relatives. B, friends. C, knowledge. D, pill. What do you mean next of kin? It hasn't got next of kin. Relatives, friends, knowledge, or pill? Your time's up. It's friends. What about the word mordacious? A, biting. B, wicked. C, extreme. D, gleeful. And that is mordacious. Where was the word? Extreme. That's 27. No, it's biting. biting. What is that all about? Or is that bitting? B-I-T-I-N-G. It's biting, isn't it? Bitting. Did I say that right? B-I-T-I-N-G. Bitting. Biting. It's not a lot good if I can't read the words right, is it, really? Let's see what other words I can find. Hazlet. The word Hazlet. What does that mean? It's spelled H-A-S-L-E-T. Hazlet. What one? Mendacious. Have I? Where is that word? Mendacious. It's going to be a gunfight in a minute. What was the word for that? Was it kiff? I've lost the plot now, haven't I? Hazlet. Oh God, I'm looking for the other word now. I'm getting all over the place. It's lucky I ain't smoking a joint to do. Hazlet, right. Hazlet. That's the word you're talking about, isn't it? Isn't that a type of meat? Well, it's got jerkin, relation, entrails, armour. What is that? That's number 8. Let's see what the answer to that is. Number 8. C. So that is entrails. Entrails. It's got some really weird words here. I've never even heard of them. Mind you, you can't hear everything, can you? But some of these words, they're just like, woo, when would you use that? Honest. What does honest, or what's similar to honest, which is O-N-U-S? Is it burden, rebate, penalty? Honest. O-N-U-S. No, it's not spelt like that. It's O-N. It hasn't got an H on it. O-N-U-S. Oh, sorry, the answer's on it. No, oh, shit. Oh, fucking, I'm getting confused now. I'm going to have to stop this. 28. Let's see what the answer is to that. Oh, right, okay. What would you say it was? Honest. Honour, burden, rebate, penalty. It's burden. Very well done. Right, let's have a look at that other word. What was that other one you were talking about? Right, let's go back to that one. Let's clear that up, what the book says. Hazlitt, where are you, Hazlitt? Hazlitt. Right, it's... I can't remember what that was. Right, 8. Okay. Right, so we've got jerkin, relation, entrails, armour. And the answer was entrails. Is that meat? Do you know what? That's actually warmed me out. And my tea's freezing cold as well now. It's a thing when you're living on a boat. I have to get myself some sort of thermal flask, thermal cup. Are you Googling stuff? Are you taking me for a ride? Is it? I believe you. I thought it was something to do with an aeroplane. So I wouldn't have a clue. Anyway, that's cool. I was only messing. There must be someone really important on tonight. Mind you, it's Sunday, isn't it? Everyone's got work tomorrow. What one have I put in here? If it's blueberry in it, let's have a little look. Do you know I've got one? I've got a vape, blackjack. I like the blackjack one, the vanilla. But I've run out of the vanilla, and it just so happens I bought 2 blackjacks, so I've got one left. Yeah. How much is that one? Oh, that one's actually gone, isn't it? I'll have to order some more soon. Oh, thanks, Paddy. I'll probably cover this tomorrow night. I'm going to try and get on every night at 8, but I need audiences so that I can bounce off, because I can't just think of everything myself. Yeah, I like that, Maria. That's well sweet. That should be in the YouTube logo, that, what you wrote there. Yeah, it happens a lot on here and all, doesn't it? Yeah, I put people down, but it's only because they've attacked me. And then they don't like it. They'll stand away, because I can shut them up, or I can kick them. I can do all sorts of things. So they will not come over here. They'll look at it after, once I've posted it, they'll look at it to see if I've been talking about them, so they can make their next move. Of a coward. It's all right when I go and confront them. I probably wouldn't let half of them on anyway. I don't want them to destroy the channel. I just want it to be a chill out room, really. We talk about stuff. Anyhow, we don't do religion and we don't do race on here. I don't mind politics, because if people want to have a chat about politics on here, it won't include me, because I know nothing. I just know it's corrupt and it's past my pay grade to judge. I've done enough of that in the past. If you don't learn by your mistakes, you're not getting anywhere, are you? Yeah, they do that with that CFC Crescent, it. When they're coming out with all this stuff, but they've got no proof. And I just say, look, if you've got proof that someone's a wrong one, go to the police. Don't come here and spurt it all over the internet. It drags everyone down. But when someone's threatening and it's a case, if you're not the right person, they just blatantly call you a grass and shout it from the rooftops. But yet they would do it, and they have done. Yeah, but see, the thing with him, right, is shit. He's thick. He's definitely got some mental arrangement going on in his head. Before and slagged him off, because he's done videos of me calling me a paedophile and everything. I mean, I've done just as bad to him, but he attacked me just because I exposed Andy Devine as a... I might do it one night. Once I learn how to do this, it'd be good if I could go in there and have a bit of a debate with him, and it's voiced on here, because there won't be no arguing in here. The arguing will be over there. You'll just be hearing what's going on. But he what was it I done a little video, and you know, like when you get comments come up on YouTube, whatever it is, I got a notification, and it said that was a comment, and it's going, oh, look at him, the freaky thing or whatever. And I'm like, you are just sad. You are sad. He looks like a freak, and he's not trying to pretend to be anything. He's a man that's a freak. He calls me a freak because I was a man and I've transitioned to a woman, so I'm a freak. But yeah, he calls me. He's not worth the effort. Stolen phones in his house. When you upset him, he goes and eats. That's why he's getting bigger and bigger. Can you hear me chewing? Not. I was taught to eat with my mouth shut. To have that, because when you go in there, he'll make another video about me. I'm not into all that making videos, and I can't be bothered. It's the effort is just bullshit. It's not worth it. I do my little shows. I'm not going to bring all that. I'm not going to bring this show down just to have a go at them. They're not worth it. We all know what they are. They're scum. Liars. Scum. Don't like apologising for being wrong. That's what they are. I'm not saying everyone's like that on YouTube. I'm just saying that my enemy. Oh, thank you, Paddy. I'm not perfect, but no one is. But I do try and learn. La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La I should learn to play my guitar, shouldn't I, and bust out a few tunes. Is he? Yeah, I ain't seen him lately. I remember when I had a big argument with him, and he accused me of making him ill because I made him eat because he was stressed out. That was his. Yeah, he's a sad, fat, mental piece of poo. That's what he is. Analogy from the last 5 years of seeing his muppet face on the internet. It's a shame he is because all these graphics and that, he does put a good show together, but he chooses to use it in the wrong way. Reverse, he gets you subscriptions. People subscribe to that shit. Yeah, I probably did, but if he's having bad times, he shouldn't come on and give it large, should he? Large, give it large. Have a slice of cake. He's always having a bad time anyway. He's mentally. I'm going to do a live when I cut my trees down. I should have done a live today, really, when I cut my friend's trees down, because it was quite nail biting. Getting up the tree, trying to get round the big branches to get to the branches that were unstable. No, I don't think I would get on with him. I mean, maybe I would if it was passing chat or whatever, but I just don't like what he does is he'll take things that some words that they've said, but he twists it so bad that it angers you. Why can't he just be genuine and honest? We've all made mistakes being in Andy Devine's group. He's a scumbag, but we should have all addressed it and got on by now. There's videos out there and all sorts. Yes. At the end of the day, all us normal people, so-called normal people, should be united against the system. Yeah, it's a shame that it all went wonky. But I mean, what's his Andy Devine? Does he still think Andy Devine's the sun shines out his arse, or has he changed his mind completely? I'm gonna have to look that word up, aren't I? Yeah. Just rude. But I've been rude. I'm a horrible bitch in the past. But I just feel that I've had to defend myself. I haven't just gone out and blatantly tried to destroy someone. But it's a shame it gets like that on here. But let's hope it keeps sane in here. But he shouldn't look at my lives and call me a freak and stuff like that for no reason. I interacted with that guy for a long time, so you know what I mean. That says it all. He calls me a guy and a freak. So is that a nice guy coming in there doing that? Yeah, but I'd rather ignore all what he says, Paddy, because why should I accept 50% of it's wrong? So why did he lie about my phones? Why did he say that he didn't know they were stolen? And there's a trail up to this, so you can't say he probably genuinely didn't know they were stolen, because I told him they were stolen. But he lied to the police. I didn't do nothing about them phones. But what actually happened, the police raided his house for some reason, for his laptop, I think, and they found my phones in his house. So I had nothing to do with them, the police finding them phones in his house. And he's actually been in them phones, because on my iPad, I don't know how he done it, but on my iPad, he renamed it Matt Taylor. So he's obviously got into my passwords or whatever. He's got into something and everything in them phones. And to this day, I haven't got them phones back. And it had my family stuff in it. My transgender stuff where I was transitioning, which was quite important to me. I've discussed it with them. And then when I phoned the police up, they reckoned that they still had it because there was an ongoing case. So, you know, who do you believe? He sold them. But yet when I spoke to the police, they said, Paris, everything's still on the phones. We've still got them. And there's still an ongoing investigation. So who do I believe? Well, of course it's him, because I've discussed it with him. He didn't nick them. Some big fat bitch nicked them off my boat. CM Gutman, American bitch. And the reason I found out was Kaylee was answering a question to someone, and she said, shush, Matt, okay, he has Paris's phones. That's how I knew he had them. And for the police to get him out of his house, you know what I mean? It doesn't take a genius. They all knew he had my phones. He had my phone. All knew they were stolen from my boat by CM Gutman, the one who gave her kids to social services over here and then went back to America. Another psychopath. Seems to be a pattern with these psychopaths that have got. Well, because CM Gutman stayed here for a month. She stole them off a boat. We had a domestic 2 weeks after she was here. I said to the group, and I kept her here for 4 weeks, and that was a struggle. We fell out. I've got footage of me coming home one night after going to the hospital because my granddaughter was in there, newborn, having difficulties, and I come home to her complaining to me about my music, finding on my boat. She's telling me to turn it off because she wants to go to sleep. The whole purpose of me bringing her on this boat, because they in the group concrete and stuff like that and not eating properly. CM Gutman stole my phones. I dumped around someone else's house after the 4 weeks was up. She was there for a couple of weeks, and then she ended up around Matt Taylor's house for a little while, a few weeks. That's how they got from here. No, not Gutland, Gutman. M-E-N-N. Gutman. G-U-T-M-E-N-N. How does it sound far-fetched? She had me over for 200 quid. I didn't go to Brighton and drop my phones at Brighton. They was under my bed in the storage cupboards. She's obviously nosed through my, because I used to go out every day. She's nosed through my stuff And because we fell out, she stole, something like Gutman. I don't know if it's 2 T's or 2 M's. Can't remember now. She uses a few other names. But her first name was Clarice. So the M is obviously a real Clarice something. But I knew it all at the time, but I can't remember it now. Yeah, so she ran along with them. And even the fact, shush, Matt Taylor's okay. He has Paris's phones. Now, how did she know he had my phones when I didn't even know until someone sent me that message that she wrote? And then I went ballistic and I called him everything. He hasn't got them. He reckons he deleted everything and he sold them. But when I spoke to the police after he said that, the police told me they've still got them. The police have still got them. So who do I believe? The police or Matt Taylor? CM Gutman was in Andy Devine's group. I was in Andy Devine's group. She just popped up one day. Andy Devine put a call out. We've got a girl here. Social services have took her kids off of her. They're being abused. We need somewhere to put her for a little while. And I offered to put her up. Worst thing I ever done. I wish I'd have seen her first, because a really big girl on a narrowboat is not ideal. I should phone them up, but I just can't be asked anymore, because this happened like quite a while ago now, years, and I just can't be asked. I tried to get them back because it's got my stuff on it, but I didn't get anywhere, and I just can't be bothered anymore. I'd rather just forget them. You obviously like Matt Taylor, Paddy, and I ain't got an issue with that, because you probably met him from a different angle than I did. No, it don't work. And side to side, and it nearly knocks me over because the boat's rocking. And that's not being offensive. That's true. See, I walk up and down on my boat and I don't notice it rocking because I'm the only one on here. I'm going with the flow. But when you've got a huge girl on here and she moves about, it rocks the boat. My real name is Paris Barrington. What are you talking about, Paddy? Well, my birth certificate name's irrelevant. I talk to a specific officer who knows me and knows the story. So I don't have to prove who I am, because I've always been Paris. It's like people don't phone up and they go flick through the birth certificates to see if I'm talking rubbish or not. I am Paris Barrington. I think my dog's hovering for a biscuit. She does this every 2 hours. She's like clockwork. I'm not really I can't be bothered to look through my phone. It was a DC. His name will probably come to my head in a minute. I've had rows with him and everything, and like sorted out my issues with him. No, I've tried. Yeah. Well, Matt Taylor knows all this anyway, and we're just enemies. Reason with him, and he don't want to reason with me because I come in here with the facts, and he's trying to dig himself out of a hole. And said he didn't know they were stolen. Who knew they were stolen? But that's the past. I'll let them stay in the past. I'll move on. I don't think me and Matt Taylor will ever see eye to eye. I'm not really interested, Paddy. To be honest with you. What's done's done. It's the past. DC Manford. That was his name. I can't remember his first name, but it was DC Manford. But I can't remember what station. Like probably Northamptonshire or something like that. It might even be around Matt Taylor's area. I don't know. But what my issue was live, and I put a recording out of a conversation that we had, Manford, and I think that wrecked their chance of convicting him. So they're probably not happy with me, and I didn't realise I'd done that. I didn't realise that I wasn't allowed to discuss it because at the time loads of people were putting all sorts of recordings out, but I didn't know there was certain things that you couldn't do and you can do. But yeah, that's who it was. But the last call I made was to him, and he said he's still had them. But you'd probably seen the last time was probably nearly 2 years ago. I spoke to that copper. It's the other day, so who knows? This little thing that I've made actually tastes really nice, and it's just right. If I had a chocolate bar and I could melt it and put all these ingredients in what I've mixed together, that would be to die for. Mm-mm-mm. Woo! What do you want, doggy? What is it you want? Do you want to go wee wees, or do you want a biscuit? Oh, your tail went a bit faster then, didn't it? Should we try that again? You want to go wee wees? It's still the same. Do you want a biscuit? Oh, where it goes, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right. I know what you're going to do. You're going to eat the biscuit, and then you're going to say to me, I want to go out now. Because you're crafty. Here, give it a go, Paddy, but I'm not too fussed about it now. I don't think it'll mend bridges between me and Matt Taylor, because I know he's been through them phones, and to me, that's disgusting. They should have just handed them in if there wasn't his, and he just found them somewhere. But it's obvious because CM Gutman proved her true worth when she lived there. She stole the phones and she had me over for 200 quid. So to me, that's not a very nice person. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just going to let the dog out. I got her to go out first. God, it's really cold out there. Jesus Christ. You have a dog too? He's a cross between a Saffy and an Labrador. Oh, is it? Cool. Mine's a cross between a Bull Mastiff. She's do you know what? I lost count. I don't know if she's 11 or 12. But she's trouble, my dog. But other than that, she's a nice dog. She's a bit of a ponce, but that's my fault. I can't ever go at her about that. No. I probably got it somewhere, but is he? Yeah. We'll see if he's dirty now. We'll see if his fingernails are dirty. He's got a dog as well now, hasn't he? He's only got that so the girls chat him up because he hasn't got a fucking clue with women. Come on, Jimmy Savile, get your ass in here. Slander my cos. I'll probably be talking about his dog in a minute. Unless he's linking it up with my channel. I'm going to go off in a minute anyway. I'm going to play Paul on my iPad. I downloaded it from the App Store. And I quite like the game, actually. It's quite a good game. I played it years ago, but like it weren't as good as it is now. And the good thing about it as well is you can't take forever to take your shot. Time limit on how long you can get your shot. And then if you don't take the shot in that time, it goes to the other player. It's their turn. It's a good little game. So do I know you from anywhere exposing trolls? Was your name different before? Or don't you want to reveal your secrecy? Oh, new bed. She's clawing it and everything. It was really funny because she's in her little bed because like she's got like a round bed on this stand, and it's sort of you sink into it, and she's like upside down trying to run in circles in it. Like bloody hell, you fall out in a minute. But she loves it. She's been in it for hours tonight. Tom, are you going out to have a word with them rats? Because we've got a rat on the boat and you're just like in here lifting it up. It's wrong, isn't it? It's the trouble with winter. She just, well, it ain't the trouble, but she just stays in a lot. Whereas in the summer, she's out all the time. It's like they have phases. It's like they it's like she'll go out a lot in the summer at the beginning and then come in every night, and then as the summer she starts staying out, and then we have like a flea season here because we're out like in the countryside. There's a particular time, we've only just got over it a few weeks ago, and it lasts 2 to 3 months, a couple of months I think it lasts, and she just stays out, comes home, has dinner, just goes back out. And that's why she brings fleas in the house, and then the dog gets them, and then we're all in trouble because of her. She loses weight as well through that. Oh, she's making a lot of noise. Yeah, she loses a lot of weight. So she's been feeding us weeks, last couple of weeks, eating and eating and eating, and you could just see her expanding now. Oh, was she? It was female. See, just goes to show what I know, doesn't it? But I've just got my particular enemy that I don't actually. I go in some, but I'm in and out, and I can't be arsed with it. I just find it all too much energy. I'll go in the YouTube and see who's made videos and maybe watch one or two of them. But yeah, I've not followed a lot. I just find it boring. It's the same old on different channels, isn't it? Everyone attacking everyone, thinking they're right about everything, putting out these accusations. Done it myself. Can't deny it. I've done it myself. But I learn by it. I grow. I know what it is with my dog, right? She's got a bed and she has a blanket she lays on that's on the bed. Well, it's not on any of it, it's just on the floor. And then when we go to sleep, I put a blanket on her as well. They're all over the room in the day. She's just like scuffs and walks about, and it's like, it looks a mess at the moment. And she's like on the corner of one of them. And she's not even they're not even in her bed. They're just all around the floor. I should have done that test with her earlier. The hygiene one. Is that what you do, or is that just you liked that name? Do you expose trolls, or do you just like that name? Tom, are you squashing your nose? Because you're making a funny noise. Sounds like Darth Vader. I'm going to do a quiz. I might do. I've got to write the questions. This is a quiz with a difference, but I'm not going to reveal what it's all about. But I'm going to try and get 20 questions together, and the people in the chat are the ones that are going to answer. And the first one to answer the question correct first is the winner of that question. Oh, do I? I recognise that picture. That's not Grobnob, is it? I've seen that picture before. It's so annoying when people don't reveal who they are, because I don't follow people. I don't because normally when I go in, because of the way they chat to other people, or when they go in the groups and then they say something in their new name from their old name. E.T. extraterrestrial. That don't really help me, E.T. Oh, do I? Oh, I'm a bit slow. I'm a bit slow. obviously, yeah. Now you're showing my intelligence. I've smoked my brains away. It's Dave. But I know a few Daves. Last name begin with W. It's like my friend couple here earlier. We had this discussion a few weeks ago because she come on with her friend. She had to remind me. Oh, Dave Simpson. Oh God, I'm still fucking music. Yeah, Dave Simpson. When was the last time we spoke then? Yeah, and then even tonight she had to remind me. You do realise I'm thinking, but I was like, oh gosh, of course I do. Yeah, I'm crazy with names. It's because I use the same name all the time. I see people using all these different names, and it's hard to keep track. I'm bad, and I am bad. My brain's frazzled. I don't see any point in stop smoking really now, because it ain't going to improve. I should get myself a nice joint. Can't really at the moment. Oh right. Where was you before then? Because that name does ring a bell, but where was you before, or was it after? Because I've seen you a lot, haven't I? Not a lot, but enough. Was you in Andy's? Oh, fucking hell, of course. Oh, yeah, she came to you in the past, but I've apologised because I go with the narrative. I go with the fuck that say stuff. I'm sorry, but I'm not as bad as a lot of them. I go with it, and I'm like, nah, that's not right. Yeah, so you've been on Sharon Gals. You are now, yeah. Sorry, yeah. I'm a dumb fuck. How is Sharon anyway? Have you spoke to Sharon lately? Last time I went on there, she'd had a couple of sherbets. We had a really good chat night, and I thought that the night went really well. And then at the end of the night, she goes, "Paris, why are you recording me?" I said, "Sharon, I'm not recording you." Oh, I said, "Sharon, I'm not recording. I don't record people. Why would I want to do that? I'm here talking to you." But yeah, in the end, I had to go because she got a bit upset with me. And I said, because this is going all wrong. Yeah, it's a shame because she's on the ball when she has another sherbet. But I understand why she does, because this does get heavy on here. But if it does, you should just leave. You know what I mean? The internet's just the internet. All this exposing people, it's just absolutely boring. If you've got solid evidence, go to the police. I don't want to hear all this stuff what keeps going on here. Everyone's trying to catch everyone out. I just want it to be a nice social place you can go when you don't watch telly. Have a chat with intelligent people or interesting people. That's what I like. Yeah, it is a shame, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, when people are doing that, you've got to question if they're getting it right. But it's a shame. But she's a nice girl, but I just got an issue with people that drink, because I have a few family members that drink, and it's just like over the years it just gets fucking boring and relentless, and they don't remember the next day, but you've gone through it all with them, and it's blah blah blah. Drink on here is one of the worst things that messes this up. I can't deny I haven't done it myself, but like I say, I'm going to try and improve myself. I'll try and stop being a bitch. But some people don't want me to stop being a bitch. But you've had your fair share of people attacking you, though, haven't you, Dave? I'm enjoying my little snack thing. It's all right. I've actually done that. I might take my friend some up tomorrow. I've done one of these before, and she loved it because she's a vegan, so she don't eat meat and that. So these little knick-knack things are lovely because she works at home, so she's on the computer all day, and having a little bowl of these beside you is nice. Yeah, I've attacked him though. I mean, I actually went in his group as a friend to see what he was actually like, because I didn't know what the guy was like, because when he attacked Sharon and Nin, this is why he's got his puppy, because he can't get a bird, and that puppy is his lifeline for women to. Yeah, that's wrong, isn't it? When they're like that, when you set up a trap and they just reveal who's not me. Oh right, yeah, you made a mistake there. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah. That Hampstead stuff, Dave. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. I've looked into that, and I've spoke about it before, and like when you really think about it, it's pay grade, way beyond their pay grade, and we all think that we know, but we don't. all these bloody letter E, D, and E, C, T. It's a messed up world now, YouTube, that's for sure. Messed up. Let's not fall out here. Let's not fall him down. Yeah, it's a shame. It all goes wrong so easy. It's like when you do a show 100% of the time, because when you're not, everyone comes knocking on your door. Not literally, but on your life. Get a good bashing. Everyone's got different views about everything. Oh, I've got to start eating these treats. I'm not eating that much, but I'm just eating them regular. I'm just eating a few at a time, but they're really nice. The walnuts really like bringing it out. But I'm surprised how nice pumpkins roasted. They're boring when they're not roasted. Next time I might roast them with something else and put salt on them. I'll get some sunflower seeds, a few other bits and pieces, and I'll salt them. And pull one of my trees down the other day, did you? It's on my Facebook, but I've actually shut my Facebook down. Has told me that he's going to go and sabotage my Facebook. But all I can say that is Facebook is a family thing, children and my friends and stuff, and sabotage it just because you haven't won with me. Old man? That's the trouble. A lot of these groups are just getting like echo chambers now, and it gets boring. Thought what was real? Don't be pasting nothing in here. Posting anything in here. All that outside stuff. I just see who I see, chat what I chat, and I won't bow down to people that bully me. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they're a leader of a big group or not. Oh, thanks. I'm going to try and stay that way as well. Stay positive. I mean, to be honest with you, I've gone through quite a roller coaster this last year because I was on HRT for quite a while. Yeah, they are nasty. And because I didn't have to come off of them, I couldn't afford them anymore. So I've been off them for a year trying to get them on the NHS, and I actually got them last week. So I'm gradually getting back to my myself, whereas I was kind of going backwards and getting a bit more aggressive and not taking a lot of shit. But now, when people attack me, I'm just like, oh, I appreciate your input. I'll take that on board, and more than anything. But there are some people that I won't bow down to. I'll give them as good as they get to give me. But most people just find me all right, funny and stuff. And I'm sure I'll get funny HRT kicks in more, because it's been a long time, and now I've got to go through that prep, and I'm on the lowest dose, which is basically almost unnoticeable in my personality. I'm not feeling how I should be feeling at the moment. But I'm getting there. Yeah, I took these huge branches down today in my friend's garden. She had a tree. She had this tree. She's got this massive tree, and some of the branches are hanging over her boat, are absolutely shitting all over her boat. But the branches are quite damaged at the end. You can see they're rotted and stuff like that. So I've had to get up there and cut them down. But they was hanging over a boat. I've done it in such a way that it fell back into the land. And I'm so glad it did, because I tried to move one of them and they're so heavy. I've got to chop them up. They're really heavy. So, oh my God, the weight of them was unreal. I'm glad I've done it. She's well happy I've done it. But yeah, I'm going to jet wash her poo off of it. Because it's just got white poo everywhere. It's just white. Listen. Have you had any discussions or heard anything lately about Hoof? Do you know Hoof? Any of you? Because he's been on for a while, hasn't he? All this stuff. Yeah, everything he says is 100% correct. Yeah. That's what we all think of. I probably got so many now because it's not 5 people talking. But that's fine stuff. Come in the chat. Talk. No, me and him have rad. Yeah. Another idiot. It's probably him that's here now. The Wasp. An idiot. Echo chamber idiot. Know-it-all idiot. See, this is what you're up against, because a lot of people like him, but I just don't think a lot of people want to go against him, because he's childish and he does stupid things. And now look at him. He's a one healthy. Can't stand the guy. I thought he was a great guy when I first met him. But it's like everyone, isn't it? You see the cracks. And then you see the echo chamber that they apparently haven't got. Yeah, whatever. But there's quite a big in that corner. Not just that group, but others that link. Yeah, I don't blame you, to be honest with you. I don't mind doing them like this, because I can control what goes. And people coming in and having a rant in the chat, but I've got to trust you 100% before I let you on the screen, because I'm not having shallow porn bombers in here. I'm not having people coming in here dictating what's. I started raining. It's like my dog gets all nervous when it rains and it's pitter patter on the. She should know by now. So the trouble is, we can't just let all the wrong uns have the internet to themselves, because there's vulnerable people out there that need looking out for. Well, John Patterson. I don't really think much about him, to be honest with you. He got what he got because he was wrong. I actually got on fine with him. I didn't find him a problem, but in my mind, he was gaslit to the max by Andy Devine's group. And if you're going to go down that path and not check yourself, and you're going to end up in prison, then you're a wrong un, aren't you? Exactly. It is a shame, because I got on really well with him, and I even said to him, look, because the thing is with John Patterson, right? He likes his own space. He likes to go out on his own, do his own thing. He don't like mixing with people. He's not a people person. And I said to him, you can always come down here, pitch your tent up in the garden. I ain't got an issue with that, because he likes his fishing as well. And then we got vile people abusing his niceness, which made him go against people, which made him end up inside. When you see the doors closing, you've got to start walking away, because you're going to be behind them doors for a while. And the more you open your mouth, the longer you're going to get. I mean, it was what made it come on top with him was that he went to the I don't know if it was an army thing, wasn't it? The head office or something. I can't remember now. But he had like files and files of papers. He walked in there and he never come out. And he's been jumping from police station to put in prison. Yeah. He believes it's right because it makes him money. He's a scumbag. He's a scumbag that's wrecked a lot of people's lives, and he does it and gets away with it because he's in Greece. And I believe he's over there. He had this plan of what he was going to do a long time ago, and he needed to be in a safe place. I believe he's committed crimes over here. Wouldn't surprise me at all if his name's not Andy Devine. Possibly changed it by Depot, because we can't trace it over here nowhere. And to be arrested and set up over a little bit of puff, you wouldn't have an operation bracelet, because that's organised. That's an organised operation a police have to do. And to have operation bracelet just to get someone that's got a few grams, it doesn't wash. But you try and look for operation bracelet and you will never find it. Yeah, well, this is what was going on in jail. In fact, I had a when I was dealing with John Patterson, when he was inside and sending him money and that, and I was putting the stuff out what he was sending me, because I got loads of letters from John Patterson, loads of like information on it, sites to go to, things to look at, and I had this this woman, I can't remember what like a public protection officer, and she was allocated to me, and like I just had to come out of it in too heavy. So I just stopped putting the stuff online. But I've got all the letters. And then the day I was meant to go to prison to see him, that got cancelled. So I just thought, you know what? The more you try, the worse it gets for you. Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be a regular one, doesn't it? I mean, look what happened to John Winower. He was fucking living in the back of his car, boiling fish heads for dinner. It's mad, isn't it? The things that I just can't believe that I followed that for so long. I mean, when I was in that group, I went after Randy after a year because he kept calling me a guy and a man and all that, and it bugs me. And it just got too much one day. And I come out and called him a paedophile and everything. I was looking at a case. See, this is what I don't get. There was an Andy Devine in England that was a paedophile that had a laptop and he ran to Greece. And everyone's telling me it's not the same Andy Devine. And I just can't get my head around that. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. They do. They do deserve to be in prison. Because we get a lot of people on here and they talk about, oh, the kids this, the kids that. But why don't they leave the kids alone? Why have the kids got to come into it? Get shot down for this. But when the wasp come after me in reels the other day, why did he have to mention my son? If he's got a gripe with me, why mention my son and why say you're going to go in my Facebook and destroy it and put all sorts of horrible stuff in there? To me, but because he's got loads of followers, they think that's all right. He's disgusting. He's a tramp. And the only thing he could say to try and get at me, which didn't, all your stuff you got broken, your bike's broke, your camper's broke, your boat's broke. How childish is that? This is a grown man that's supposed to be on here giving wisdom. Yet one of his good mates, Chrissy Morris, and the other one was Hoof. But look how all that's going at the moment. We don't all get, but we don't hide it. It is fucking sad. It's fucking sad. I'll never forgive him anyway for sticking up for Hoof. Dissing me and sticking up for a grown man like Hoof that reckons he deals with everything himself. But they entrapped me. Someone sent me a link and I went in it and I was right in the middle of that scabby hive echo chamber. And I hope you're listening, Wasp, because someone at your age should start reflecting on what they want to do with the rest of their lives instead of coming in here destroying people. If you've got any evidence on anyone, go to the police, because you've been to the police before, haven't you? But you're the first one to call people grasses. You're fucking disgusting. You're vulgar. If you've got any evidence on anyone and you think you're credible, go to the police. That's the normal thing to do. It's nothing to do with grassing. Grassing is when, in my mind, two drug dealers and one falls out with one and he grasses. That's a grass. But if someone's doing something wrong, really wrong, you should go to the police. Let them deal with it. It's above your pay grade. You haven't got a clue about I'll go on tonight. But this is how they get you. We could all be friends. But when you're giving it your detective bit and you're out there exposing someone to everyone, but you are an official, it's like when we go to them, oh, what, are you an expert in this? But when they want to do it, they're allowed to do it. He's no expert in shit. He's just a person through life, and he makes his conclusions and stuff. Because all I ever hear a lot is, yeah, and I know why this has gone on, and I think this and I think that. All in the key places. Facts are facts. And if you've got facts on people, go to the police. Stop talking about it on here, because all you're going to do is weaken or destroy the case. Okay? That's what. Yeah, well, this is what I say about when I had to go to court with Kaylee. I went to court for 6 months. She didn't turn up and she didn't have no evidence. I'm the one that had to sort my dog out. I'm the one that had to spend my money to get there. And I'm the one that had to prove I wasn't guilty. And then they didn't turn up because they're cowards. They're liars, bullshitters. They don't really look into what's being said. They just own it and then go, poor me, poor me. Let me give my children away so I can stay on YouTube. That's the mentality of some of these people. We had CM Gutman come over here with 3 children, tried to abuse our benefit system, got rumbled because all her children was had disabilities, and apparently the disability is non-existent or very poor in America. So she come over here, and I know all this shit because she lived there for 4 weeks. I was listening to her, talking to her friends on the phone in America. And it all went wrong. And she lost her kids. Apparently, her husbands, who they can't stand each other. Her husband's mum and dad look after the children now. At least something could come out of it. But they ended up in the benefits in the social service system. They was fought for, and the family's got them, but she hasn't. And she don't give a toss because Maria and them kids got taken away and they ended up with her husband's parents. She still had all their toys and their clothes in her suitcases, her 5 suitcases that she had there. To me, that ain't no mother. If that was a mother, you would have handed all that stuff over to her husband for the kids. Normal parents would have done. How long have I been on here anyway? I've been ranting. Oh my God, I've been on here 3 hours. Mind you, the quiz took up a lot of it. Do you know what? If that quiz would have been done in another channel, someone else's channel, that would never have got finished. 25 questions with a choice of 3 answers, the points out after, and then add them up and then analyse who's what. Can you imagine how long that would have took? Because everyone just rows and shouts. You never understand anything in the end. I'm surprised my friends ain't come on tonight. Perhaps they don't know, or perhaps they're doing something. I've got friends, yeah, I've got friends. More than 4. Oh dear. What's that chat overlay button mean? Shall I press it, see what happens? Because I'm still learning about this stuff. That's made me smaller. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Let's put it back. Boink. There we go. I don't know what that means, chat overlay. I've got it here. Busy, busy, busy. Yeah. Is it worth it though? I mean, can I get compo? I don't know. Do you know what? I even had to sign a bit of paper that if I lost the case, I'd pay 600 quid for the barrister in Crown Court. Disgusting, isn't it? And yet that walked away. That thing walked away, not paying a penny. Mouth off. I couldn't say a word on YouTube because I was going to court. But she was on there shouting her mouth off about everything, going on different panels, slagging me off, and I couldn't say nothing. But now, I suppose if I said something now on other people's channels, it'd be like, oh, what are you talking about this for? What are you talking about that for? But yeah, they was allowed to do it. It just seems like the enemy have got more leeway than the innocents that are trying to defend themselves. And to me, that's just disgusting. I wasn't innocent in that. I was horrible in that, but I was coming back at what was being done. I wasn't taking it lying down. But when I ended up in court, I was just disgusted that someone who can't stand the police and always calls people out for going to the police actually done that. To be honest with you, Dave. Can't be asked with it. It'd just be more money coming off the taxpayer. What is the point? Can't wait to get back to work. Get back to some normality. I'm trying to do a course on security. I'm waiting for be nice if it happens soon. And then that way I'll start getting paperwork because all my trades ain't got paperwork. I'm 59. I learnt all my trades when I was young. And I've been in the game for years. But people want paperwork. Just be security up. They give me a gun and a truncheon and a taser. Yeah, I'll keep the streets clean and tidy. I should be careful what I say because someone else will come and ask, this is talking about me. They said they're got a gun. Oh, God, I think my dog's let some air out of her bum. Yeah. Do you know what? I worked in a electrical shop for a while and serving electricians all the time. And it's like, oh, Paris, can you come round and have to wire this? I don't know how to wire that. And it's like, yeah, but you've been to college. And it's like, I just don't get that at all. It's like a lot of people have trouble wiring two-way switches. I used to have to go and wire up two-way switches and intermediate switches. And it's like, you've been in the game quite a while and you still don't know how to do that. It's embarrassing. But I'm the one with no paperwork. Absolutely fix some of them electricians. Some are spot on. But some, for some unknown reason, they've got through their tests. They're all right in the classroom. And when it comes to actually going out, Light switches can be quite complicated. What, light switches? An ordinary light switch is straightforward, but when you've got two-way, some reason people just, well, there's a lot of wires in them. 5 wires. That is a bit of mess up, isn't it? The free core on Earth is all different colours now, isn't it? It's like in your head you have to convert the colours. Like, oh, what did I always had yellow in a two-way switch, and it was like, oh god, because they didn't just change one, did they? I think the colours now I know one of them's grey, and is it blue and black? Grey, blue and black. God, I ain't done two-way lighting for a while. But it doesn't really matter. It's just like you just like to go with the norm what other electricians use, but you around you light, as long as it's the same one end as it is the other end. Apart from the actual switch line, that still has to be in the right place. What do you mean one common one? See, I used to put yellow in, and then I used to put the blue in L, and then what was the other colour? I can't remember now. Was it red? And that was L1. And when you come to do the light switch, it's easy to match up the L2 with the blue or the black, which is the blue now. Blue and brown, isn't it? Mm. I've changed my name. I even done a block of flats above shops. It was about, it must have been about 7 flats, and they didn't want to get the LEB in, but I knew a guy that got me some paperwork, and I've done all the work. Got the guy out, proper LEB guy, to come out, check it all, sign the paperwork, and it was all job done. I put all the meters in it. Well, he done all the meters, but I put all the breakers in, the RCDs, and because it all come off of 3 phases as well. Yeah. Probably still going now, that fucking job, at that block of flats. Oh no, actually it isn't, because what happened eventually, he applied to put a load more flats up there. They had a massive space up above all the shops along a parade. But while he was waiting for the planning, they hadn't done it. And they come down and they saw what he'd done, and they made him rip everything out, literally everything. So what the geezer done, he just ripped the whole lot out and just left it all on the floor. And that was a massive space he had. There was mess everywhere. Baths, kitchens, everything. You can do first and second fix. Woohoo! Do you know what I find a lot of people have problems with is garden lighting and stuff? Because I used to be quite good at that. Because a lot of people would do it in and leaks and behave yourself. It's hard to get a shock now with RCDs, RCBOs. I used to do roofing as well. I learnt that trade when I left school, and I never gave up do roofs now and then because I just couldn't stand going to work every day doing roofing. I wouldn't give the trade up. So what I did, I just got jobs now and then, and done jobs that I liked, like where I liked the people, or I never go to a boring, shitty work for months job. Yeah, I don't touch gas. I used to, but I don't touch it anymore. It's not worth the aggro. It's not worth going away for. I used to do a lot of gas. You was allowed to. Did you know you're actually allowed to do your own gas in your own house? Did you know that? You don't need a certificate. But if you do it anywhere else, it's illegal. I used to do all my own gas in my houses. Why did I do everything in my house? I used to do it a lot. I know how to fiddle electric, get you electric for nothing. I know how to do magic switches. I know how to do it all. Not that I do, I'm just saying, I know how to do it. I would never do anything like that in my life. Now, I knew someone that done mains gas. I knew someone who used to dig the roads up for the electric. Yeah, no one was harmed in this conversation. What's the time? 11. I should go off in a minute, I think. Mind you, my battery's getting flat anyway. Another day tomorrow. I might come on tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be one of them things where it's worth just coming on the weekend or try and just come on every night. Because if I've got enough people in the comments chatting, and then I can just ramble on. But it makes it a lot harder. I've got to go shopping tomorrow, actually. I'm running out of dog's food. I hate it when I run out of dog's food. It ends up being a right nightmare for me. I've ordered myself a nice office chair, and I can't wait for it to come because the back's broke on this one, and by the end of the night, I've got a really bad backache. I need to just lean back in something with arms on it and just chill. Because I've got a settee, but I just sit at the desk all the time. It's weird, isn't it? I just sit on the settee when someone comes to visit, and it's just more comfortable. But I'm always sitting up this desk. I should change my ways. Change me one settee. It'd be better if it's a 3-seater because it's a 2-seater. You can't lay down on it. Well, you can, but you have to have your legs hanging over, and that's not correct, is it? That's not correct. Yeah, I'll get this security course. I think I'll be happy doing that job. Alongside the market, because I couldn't be pulling people up with thieving shopping. I couldn't do that. It's not right because you don't know their situation. and why they're stealing food. You just don't know. I wouldn't want to be part of that. I'd rather just walk around the site, go in an office and have a little stroll around the site, hit me points what I'm meant to it, and then be a nice little job for me, I think. River's down quite low. I mean, this time last year it was almost over the bank. It's really down low at the moment. I can't do anything on a boat. I'll get free electric. That's ironic, isn't it? I have to turn the engine on though. You don't loop alive. Would you loop alive to then? Enlighten me. I know exactly what you have to do. You don't loop alive. Yeah, are you talking about the old ones? Are you actually talking about the old ones where you had a set of towels that went through a transformer? I remember that years ago. It used to rewind your meter, that one. Talking about. I actually knew how to make them, and it's quite dangerous these days, really, because you have to use darts as well. And he done it wrong, and he blew the end of the towels off. These are towels. He blew the end off, and his hands were black. Of course, I got called out, didn't I, to assist in the situation. And it didn't look good. He had towels wrapped around his hands where he'd burnt them that much. I know my shit. Don't ask me about electronics though, about fucking boat stuff, because that's a whole different game. It's like, what? I come here as an electrician knowing stuff, and when you're dealing with 12 volts, batteries, inverters and converters, it's a different game. Don't give up your day job. What's that? Muscular mouse. Yeah, that's what this guy done. Print of him was on the wall. Or something. Oh God! Do you know what I saw once, which was quite funny? It was a mate of mine. His son, right? He had a Vauxhall, right, and he's reversing out of a parking space. But you know when you reverse and you put your hand across the iron jar, he done that, right? But what he didn't see was a bollard, right? And he's reversed into this bollard and his airbag's gone off, right? But his hand's across the steering wheel. And then when he got home, he showed what he'd done to his arm, and he had a big Vauxhall print on his arm. right? I'd been tattooed on there, and then like when as time went on and it was healing, it had a scar on it because he cut it all, and it had a scar of the Vauxhall emblem on his arm. I just couldn't stop laughing when I was there. I felt sorry for him because it must have been really painful having your hand across that airbag. He just whacked this airbag off and it just imprinted his arm. And I was like, that can only happen to you. Oh, that was so funny. Oh, God. Print of him. Oh, dear. Do you know what? You'll be surprised, right? How many people out there are actually fiddling the electric? And I'm talking on big scales. I'm talking, look, this ain't stuff I've done. This is people I've talked to. And people with swimming pools, they have another supply put in their house, which bypasses the meter. They have swimming pools and everything. It's disgusting, really. It's like you think like you've got a nice gaff and everything, the electric. That meter, if that was on a meter, would be whizzing around like a good one. Because they want to heat their pools up, bless them. Taxpayers pay that. Well, it ain't the taxpayers, it's actually the people that pay for their electric straight. They're all paying for that, divided up, because that electric goes somewhere and it's divided up. That's what makes your electric more expensive. I've known people with farms to have supplies put in, massive houses, grow rooms. Yeah. I've known some right dodgy fiddlers, I tell you. Been out the game a long time now, though. Don't keep in touch with any of them. Probably dead now anyway. They was all older than me. And half of the people I see on here are fucking that are 60 and nearly dead. Seems like a ripe old age to get to on here. Oh, God. Wow. Do you know what? You reminded me of a fucking something that happened to a kid, like when I was a kid. He jumped off of this bridge. He always used to walk along this bridge, like a path. The other side of the bridge that I suppose the people used to walk on. I don't know if he fell off or jumped off, but he hit the lines and died. Cooked him. Sort of damn. I know someone at Arms Park as well fucking got on the lines and he had his legs cut off. I think he tried to commit suicide. Mind, he slipped and the train went over his legs. Oh, that's a bit spooky, isn't it? His handprint on his chest. Fucking hell. That was like a defibrillator, wasn't it? Shouldn't laugh, really. Yeah. Probably brought him back to life doing that. A human defibrillator. Do you know what? When you think about it, right, when you go through life, I don't know how many of you have had near-death experiences, but I have things like that. It's like, yeah, there's someone out there that hasn't been as lucky as me, copped it. Because we've all been, I had a mate, right, we used to go scrumping, and there used to be this little bit of forest. It was in a garden, but the house was absolutely old and derelict, and there was fruit trees everywhere in this garden. It was basically like a forest, been derelict for years. And we used to go over there, go scrumping, right, climbed up a tree. We was all doing our thing, picking our fruit and stuff, because we're all kids, we all love doing that. We all know where the fruit is. See, there you go, you nearly drowned in the Thames. And this kid fell out the tree backwards on his back, and a spike was in the ground, right, and it went between his body and his arm, missed him by inches. This was about this spike. It was pointed as well, stuck in the ground. He got run over. I nearly died when I was 17. I was on a motorbike. I went round the corner and hit the curb. It chucked me off. I ripped a post out of the ground, all bleeding, hole in my bowels, and a cracked hip. And my stomach was just, you know, like if you scraped down someone's skin. It was like that. It was fucking awful. And that was when I was 17. I was naughty when I was a kid. I used to go night fishing on it. All that fucking done all that when I was younger. It was time to get a bike. It was an RD 200. I loved that bike. I broke my collarbone. Car pulled out on me. I put the back brake on a bit too quick. Excuse me. The back end slipped round, gripped again, and just catapulted me off. I mean, I hit my curb, my shoulder right on the curb. I broke it for 2 days. It was hurting and that, but I never went to the hospital. And then when I went, they said, and back then they used to put a figure 8 thing on your shoulders, but it crossed over at the back, and they just pull your shoulders right back. And I had to keep wearing that. And I actually took it off to get back on my motorbike to go home. But I get pain from that as well. And my hip. Punched a few things and dislocated my knuckles. I can move it up and down and all that, but when I straighten my hand up, it's lower than the rest of the fingers. And the knuckles a lot further back. But I'm lucky really, because it doesn't feel any different. I can actually use that finger, whereas I see some people, it's like I've got a friend up here. I can't remember what she done, but she ripped her finger and she done the tendon, and the finger's always straight. She can't bend it. Oh, did you? What, did you break your collarbone? Yeah, it's slippery, isn't it? Fucking diesel's slippery, isn't it? Times I've nearly gone over putting diesel in my car. I didn't realise it was that slippery. But yeah, I've had a few little accidents. Come off of a few bikes. hit a few cars. You thought I'd have give up, wouldn't you? And now I've got a passion for racing. Oh, you broke your left one. I broke my. Do you know what? What was sad about that as well? The geezer drove off. It was a little minivan. So I had these three gorgeous girls looking down on me, going, "You all right? You all right?" Because I was only young. I was looking up these three angels. I thought I'd died and gone to heaven. Well, how'd you work that out? How'd you get about without a right hip? You've been winding me up all night. My hip is in my right foot. I don't know how you do that. I've got a friend that's going for a hip operation in a couple of weeks. She lives on a boat. I think she said it's a centimetre or 2 centimetres shorter than the other leg when it's worn out. She's got to have a hip replacement. Booper. It's like, because she works for the AA, she's got a private thing. She's gone to the hospital. Had all the whatever they do, x-rays or whatever. And it's like literally she's within weeks she's going to have it done. Not months and years, like people have to wait on the list. Booper. Let's get you in there and get it sorted. What, they grafted your hip into your foot? I don't understand that. What, have you got one really long leg and one really short leg? What, have they had to take something off of your hip to rebuild your foot or something? Oh, sorry. I always take the mickey at the wrong time. Did you do that deliberate? Did you set me up? You was born without an ankle. Bloody hell, that must be hard then. Fuck that must be hard. So I'm lucky, really, that I'm not the healthiest person on the planet, but I'm lucky that everything functions and I can do a lot of things. I do think about that a lot, though. I don't take it for granted. I do feel that I am blessed in that department. That I've had a life where, I mean, I get ear infections and stuff like that a lot, but I think that's part of my family's genetics. We always get ear infections. But I've been really lucky, I think. I've cheated death a few times and I'm still functioning. Something not right about my brain, but all right. I didn't know we had a pointy bit. You're not talking about the ball, are you? The ball bit. No, you weren't talking about that, would you? Obviously not. God, I'm such a donut. It takes me ages to suss out what an idiot I am. Do you get a lot of pain and stuff through it, or is it all right? I'm going to feel my hip. I think I've put on a bit of... I don't know if that's the one I broke. Oh, you get problems when it rains as well. I'll get problems in the cold, injuries, especially my hip sometimes. My shoulder and my hip do play up a lot when it's cold. And my fingers ain't too bad. They just play up randomly. They can play up in the summer. But I'm always doing manual things. I'm always holding, like, pulling things, and, you know, I mean, I use my hands quite a lot. They're quite strong. I shouldn't be doing stuff like that, really. It's like today when I chopped that tree down. The branches of that tree, I was quite high, but what I'd done, she, like the woman that I'd done it for, she had a big rope. I actually used it to pull my tree down, and I chucked it over a branch, and I just come down the road, and she's going, "Oh, Paris, what are you doing? What are you doing?" I said, "Look, don't worry about it. I'm just coming down. It ain't no problem." Yeah, I'm hands on. I do loads of different stuff. Next year, I keep putting it off. I bought the paint. It's probably gone off now. It's like £30 a tin, and it's tiny. So what? Specialised paint though. You got to paint it a special way. You can't roller it, job. I mean, you can, but you're not going to do a proper job. You have to paint 9-inch squares and then join them together. But doing that on this boat is going to be relentless. 66 foot of it, and that's just like the top. And you've got the sides, the back and the front. It's a lot of work. I could like give £8 away and let someone else do it, but I just ain't got £8 to give away. So I've got to do it myself. Just like I've got to take my own trees down. I've had three trees telling me they're going to take my trees down for when I had the money, and they never come back. And now I've got nothing. I've got to take them down myself. But I can't wait to take them down though, because I'll put the solar panels back on the roof of the boat, because I had to take them off because of the sun. So I had to take them off and put them on the land, and it makes the garden look tatty. So I can't wait to put them back on the boat. I'll be well chuffed, me. I'll be well chuffed. Yeah. Get them back. I'd love to be able to drag my boat out of this river and put it on my land. I could do some good stuff. I was talking to someone the other day about doing stuff like that, and they goes, some schools actually buy these narrow boats and convert them into classrooms. How cool is that? That's like mental, isn't it? Yeah, I've planted all trees in my garden. I've got apple tree, pear tree, plum trees, peaches, grapevines, gooseberry bushes, blackberry bush, and a raspberry bush. And I've got all herbs as well. I do my best. These bad news trees. These are not nice trees. These are horrible trees. They're due to come down. I mean, that one I had to cut down. When I sawed it down, well, I cut it and then I pulled it down with the car. It was rotten inside. And that's 70 foot high. And I got another 3. But the thing is, with the 3, one of them has got 3 trunks coming out of it, which almost start at the bottom. So you can count that one tree as 3 trees. And they're all leaning. If I didn't have that tree that I pulled down, right, if I didn't have another tree next to that, that would have hit my boat and it would have sunk. Because what happened, where it's cracked, we had the tornado, it leaned against the other. I just can't believe how lucky I am. But yeah, I've got to chop all the others down there. Got one tree that's got 2 trunks from the bottom to the top, and then the other one's got 3 trunks from the bottom to the top, and then I've got one on its own, and that one leans over a fair bit, and I'm like, I need to get that one down next because it don't look good. I've bought myself a harness, I've bought myself some working boots, I've got the spikes, I've got the strap that goes round the tree while you're climbing it, that connects to your harness. And all I've got to do now is some string, some ropes. I can use my mate's rope, but I need more than one rope. I'm going to have to go off now, guys, because it's just warned me the battery's going flat and I'll leave the live. So if you don't mind, I really appreciate you all coming on. I will come on tomorrow. Might do another quiz, but I'm gonna work on these questions tomorrow. I'm gonna try and get 20 questions together, and it's gonna be a bit different to the normal quizzes that people do. So I need to put my thinking cap on and sort this out, because it might be funny, it might not, but you just got to try different things, haven't you? I wish I could put that game of pool on here and let you watch me play pool, because I win nearly every game. Some people you can tell are good pool players in there, but others you can tell are really crap. Yeah, I better go because I'm going to forget again and it'll cut out. Right, thanks for all coming on, guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll try and come on about 8, yeah? If I can come on earlier, I will, but I'm going to be on about 8-ish. So you all have a good evening. Oh, it's gone that now, isn't it? Oh no, it ain't. Yeah, it's nearly over. Bless you all, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.